Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Creative Spotlight with Japa. I'm Gideon. All right, so yeah, let's begin. Hi, Furaha. Thank you so much for having us today at your beautiful space. By the way, I saw the guitar and the piano and then this huge screen that's here.
Yeah.
Great job. So I just want to know, like, who are you? What do you do? I mean, I know, but like for everybody that's watching, what do you have to say?
So I'm Furaha Sadi. My name means joy. I am a Congolese independent singer, songwriter, and producer. I make what I call Congo-JAZZ pop. And Congo-JAZZ pop is a mix of where I come from, my history, my childhood, my mainland, literally, and jazz influences. Jazz is the first music genre that I heard and I felt something and I literally fell in love with. And with pop, which represents the Western world in which I'm discovering myself also into.
Okay.
So yeah.
How do you take this idea and like turn it into beautiful music? I'm really curious.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's gonna be better if I actually show you.
Okay.
So
Please.
let's go. What I do, first thing is to decide what are the characters I want. Because for me, music is a whole story. So I choose the characters, which are the instruments. The one that always come is the bass. The bass represents the little me.
Okay.
And then we have the strings and the brass that are the others seeing me. So it's like others' opinions, the hate or the love, whatever they may think.
Wow.
You know? And then after that, I decide which kind of mood I'm going with. This is a demo of Make Her Proud, my debut single. And I started with this melody.
Okay.
And then from here, I recorded this when I just arrived here in Canada. So it was in 2021.
This room?
No, it was not here. Not here. Okay. But it was like in my other, because I used to live with my sister, and we had like a small apartment, and it was in my room, literally. And I had this for like over 2 years or something like that. Wow. And from here, I wanted like some drums. Okay. So I kept the melody and I added some drums. And then from there, I started like having fun.
Yo, this is so cool. And like everything you're doing was by ear, like you're just putting things together.
Yeah.
Wow.
I added a little bit of.
Ooh, it's like this.
This is the idea.
Now this is insane.
This is what I wanted for the
live show.
Yeah, it was not for the live show. This was the idea that I had for the pre-chorus part.
Yeah.
And so I recorded. Okay, how to say? It's my voice.
Yeah.
Tweaked a little bit. That I put it into the keyboard, and then I sent it to my computer, and then I was able to solo song with it. Yeah. So I was like, okay, this sounds good. And when I recorded this, I thought that, okay, this is going to be the pre and the chorus at the same time. Nice. So I didn't have the chorus, I'll get the gold part. And but it was, this is a little bit my process. So first is choosing the characters. The main three characters are always the bass, the little me, the strings, and the brass, who represents the others. And they are important because they're the ones listening to my music, you're judging it. Yeah. And then after, I decide what is the mood I'm going with. Yeah. And from there, I write. Like, I will start writing and then making the song.
That's insane. That's like literal storytelling because you're telling the story even like with the music itself, like give everything like your own characters and your own names. That's wow. Okay. And how long have you been producing music for?
I'll say around a year.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I started feeling like right now I'm feeling more comfortable.
Yeah.
But before I didn't even understand what I was doing, so I don't count those years. Years like
no. Well, those years are important, though.
Yeah, but no.
Professionally, you would say like a year.
Yeah, a year.
Okay. Okay. How did you decide that music was it?
When I was 11.
Yeah.
Okay, I used to live in Dominican Republic, and it was my first time traveling.
Okay.
And we arrived there, and we were the first Black family in not the city, but in the school in which I was.
Okay.
So, we faced racism and a lot of things. Wow. And when I used to sing, it was the only time that people heard what I was saying, like literally. So what I did, like the promise that I made to myself is kind of silly because I was like, they're so mean with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure to sing because that was the only thing I had.
Yeah.
And to be so fucking big that one day the girls that were mean to me, they will come to my show and I'll be like, you're not coming. You're not getting in. And that was for me kind of like the promise I made to myself.
Yeah.
Now it is still kind of the same, but
I
not
support that level of pettiness.
Yeah, no, but I'm not that petty anymore.
I support it though. Okay. That is also interesting. And I think the way you tell like your stories through the music and everything is really interesting as well. But we're going to dive deeper into, some of the things that influence your music and like you as a person, like your rituals and everything. But yeah, we'll do that outside.
Okay.
So how long would you say you've been in Canada now, by the way?
In September, it's going to be 4 years.
And in those 4 years, what would you say is the biggest challenge you faced as an artist and a creative in Canada?
First of all, it was the cultural shock, if I can say.
Yeah.
Like I arrived here, yes, people speak French, and in my country they speak French too, but it's not the same French. So I had a lot of that. So it was really hard for me to just understand. Even when I was at school, I was like, what the fuck is this saying right now? So that was really hard. And as an artist, it was also just like getting my foot out of there, finding people and finding places where I can perform, where I can be like, hi, I also make music. And
exactly.
So, but now I feel like Montreal is really the best place actually if you do make music or if you just are a creative, because there's a lot of artists, there's a lot of creative everywhere, and you build your networks. Yeah.
Okay, I agree 100% about Montreal being a really good place for that. I feel like you are a morning person.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do in the morning?
I wake up really early. 5:30.
Wait, you wake up at 5:30?
Yeah.
To do what?
When it's summer like this, I'll go to run, I'll do some sports. And then I'll do like vocal warm-up, move my body, make sure that it's ready.
Yeah.
And then starting my days, breakfast, family, a little bit of meditation, and starting to annoy my siblings and waking them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all of this stretches from like 5:30 to when? What time?
At 7, I'm ready to start my day. Yeah. I try to build like a really healthy routine.
Yeah.
And also I was like checking on Instagram and social medias, and I saw a lot of like successful people, if you can say it like that.
Yeah.
They have like this really strict morning routine, and I was like, okay, I do want to have that too.
Wow, it's crazy. Okay, but so far, sharing your music in Montreal, what would you say has been the most rewarding part of it?
Oh. First of all, the fact of just like saying my story out there.
Yeah.
And having people who care to listen. It's amazing. And when I released Make Her Proud, I had one of the girls, a girl who sent me a DM.
Yeah.
And she was going through school harassment and she was being bullied. And so she kind of like talked to me, and I became kind of like a therapist, we say it like that. And she told me that listening to Make Her Proud made her feel good.
Yeah.
And made her feel like she can rewrite her story and she was not, you know, a bully victim.
Yeah.
You know, she can be whatever she wants. And I was like, yeah, that's what I want you to feel like.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, that was the best thing.
Oh. Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last time we talked about this new genre that you are pioneering.
Yeah.
Congo-JAZZ pop. You know, it's crazy. When I reached out to you, I told you that like the music, like when I heard it, I was hearing jazz, I was hearing pop.
Yeah.
And then you told me, oh, like it's this whole genre of music. And I was like, wait, what? And it's crazy. It's crazy to see how you're doing that. What would you say, like, are some of the people that you listen to that influence your sound right now and the genre?
Yeah. I listen to a lot of Tupac. Songwriting wise, I love the way he was just so raw and so like he didn't think too much. He was like, I want to say this, I say it.
Yeah.
Whatever you think, like that's you problem. That's not my problem anymore. So I love that. And I listen to a lot of Nina Simone. She's the GOAT. She's amazing and she's such a big inspiration. And I listen to also Samongwana. I don't know if you know him. He's a Congolese artist and he makes rumba.
Okay.
So he's freaking good. Freaking good.
Shout out to all those people.
Yeah. Those are the main persons I listen to. And after, I do listen to a lot of like score music, classical music. And I think that's also like influenced a lot the Congo-JAZZ pop. Because I listen to a lot of like score music, I want to put the strings in my music, you know, and I want it to sound like it's a movie.
And there's something about like I think classical music that really grounds everything. Like it's not, you're not all over the place. Like there's a good structure to it.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
Okay. So last question. I mean, obviously there are a bunch of people who are new in Montreal. And a good number of them are going to be creatives.
Yeah.
What would you say is an advice you would give to creatives or immigrants at all who are starting something in Montreal based off the experiences that you've had?
Oh, the first thing will be to not try to find your voice because you already have a voice. So the goal.
Oh, that's a word. That's a word. Don't try to find your voice.
You already have
your voice for 2025. We're going to frame that. That's powerful. Sorry, continue. That's crazy.
There.
Wow.
Well, you do have your voice. The goal is to just now be bold enough to accept it and to claim it out loud.
Yeah.
And when no matter where you're from, okay, whenever you're arriving in your country, sometimes there's this things of I want to fit in.
Yeah.
And I want to, make friends and I want to look like them. I don't want to be different and be left apart.
Yeah.
So you have to be comfortable to be you enough. So if people are not willing to accept who you are, they just walk away. They're going to like discuss it because you're so you that anyone that cannot stand you will be like, nah. I don't want to, no, and that is the best thing you could have for you. So when you arrive, take the time to learn a little bit more about yourself, to embrace who you are, to embrace your culture, to embrace your parents, to embrace, like your family, everything. So you'll be able to embrace really who you are. And it's not the self-care of like, I put some mask and, no, it's the real self-care. And to tell yourself some truth and to think of who you want to be. And to act like it. Because I think that you have to fake it till you become it. But for you to fake it till you become it, you have to know who you are, you want to become. So take your time.
I usually say that. I'm always like, fake it. There's a way we say it's like, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if somebody one time was like, oh no, why would you say that? Why would you want to be fake? I'm like, no, like, it's not about being fake. It's about like, honestly, just putting yourself in those shoes and seeing it happen.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So
because the more you act like it, the universe gives it and you become it.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay. That was a words. That I still have the first one you said at the back of my head, and that was perfect. But yes, thank you so much, Furaha, for doing this interview with us. I'm really grateful to have met you, to know more about the things that you're doing. We look forward to more music.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to distract us. We look forward to more music. But yeah, thank you so much again for doing this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do that. Hi, I'm Furaha, and I'm just another person abroad.